This is God Off Topic.
I'm Mike.
I'm Jason.
I'm Misha. We talk about everything from Disney movies
To blowjobs.
And everything in between. Hopefully we don't offend.
We probably will.
This is
God Off Topic.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right, we're going to do this again. We've done this 3 times previously, and due to the overwhelming response to our first 3 podcasts,
It's been unbelievable.
it's amazing the outflowing of support.
Yeah.
I mean, can you fill up a Facebook page? Can you have that many comments?
It's been unbelievable.
I mean,
great.
the comments, the likes. I mean, I didn't know if you could max out on likes or not. I mean, maybe you can.
I feel like we're making America
Is
great
the max
again.
like 2?
No, the max. It's going. I mean, it's a running total. You can look up it now.
It's probably growing. It's like a ticker
on.
on Wall Street as we speak now. Like there's still more likes coming as we go.
Yeah,
Yes.
and again, with the overwhelming response of the first 3, we feel like we need to set the bar even higher. And back on our 3rd podcast, we really hit some topics hard. Well, we what did we talk about? Anal? No, we didn't talk about anal. I'm sorry.
No, we didn't talk about
We did not talk about that.
That might be another
That's another topic.
Another topic.
We're gonna save that
We
one.
might get there tonight.
That's another podcast after dark.
That's a
I mean,
podcast
it's
after
getting
dark.
The parent-free
another 30
podcast.
Well,
minutes
let's
we'll
see.
be
That
talking.
could either be podcast after dark or the historical part of the podcast,
Historical,
like we
yes.
brought up one time
Yes,
previously.
nobody's getting anal anymore.
Okay.
And moving on.
Okay. What are we
What's our
talking about
what's our
tonight?
first
All right. So
topic?
our first topic tonight, and we'll try. We'll see how this goes. Our first, just like the last podcast, we're a few beers in.
Yep.
I did stop at a brewery on the way over here.
You
It wasn't. They did not serve coffee this time. It was a straight up brew
What kind
house.
of bullshit place did you go to?
Well, they just had coffee. They didn't even have a menu.
They
They
just
did
had
have
coffee.
beer,
It
though.
was. They had beer. Yes,
Yeah.
they had
No
beer.
coffee.
They had flights. They had growlers. They had board
They had
games.
flights?
They,
I
they
love
actually
these flights that you speak of. I'm a big
I
fan of them. I just
remember
learned about them a month ago.
I
introducing
can't
that
believe
to
you
you.
just learned about flights.
Yeah, well, you know.
It's a magical thing. You get a little bit of everything. Too bad. Well, anyway, okay. Our topic, at least our first topic, we're going to try and have 2, maybe 3 topics. We're going to start off with one and see how that goes.
Okay, we'll start with one.
Yes, we're going to discuss now about when you go out with someone for the first time. And as you've heard in previous podcasts, we can't really say who you're going out with or what.
That's right. I'm politically correct. Mike is
Here
the
we go.
podcast.
What the type of
that's his podcast
relationship
name.
is when you're going out with someone, whoever that may be, whatever type of relationship that is. When you go out with someone the first time, when after that or during that or soon thereafter, do you expect more?
How many dates in?
How many dates in? Yeah, do you expect
if more than one date?
If more than one date, right? Now, some dates are, that's probably really all it is. But if you're going out on a date, it's kind of someone you met. Oh, let's go on a date. Maybe go see a movie or something. In Nisha's case, hopefully a Disney movie, because then you're definitely will not have to ask.
If you take Nisha to see a Disney movie, you were getting in those pants.
Yes.
Let me just say.
This question is.
I mean,
we don't even need to ask
possible.
this question then.
Possible, probable.
Yes, probable. So we'll start
You
with
buy her a VHS Mulan. You're probably going to get married.
Oh my god, guys! I just watched a VHS the other day.
Oh my god!
Wow.
The VCR still works.
It does. It does. It took me a second to get it to work because I couldn't figure out the input.
Well, nobody
Which
can
is-
these days.
It still works though. I watched.
Were you kind in rewind?
I did.
You did rewind.
I did rewind.
Do you
Okay.
have one of those little
I
rewind
snapped-
machines?
I Snapchatted by rewinding.
And how long did it take?
I didn't. It took a minute.
It took a minute.
Took a few minutes.
Yeah, it takes me about a minute too.
Yeah, a
But
minute.
I watched.
Yeah, that's good.
I watched Buffy the movie.
Oh,
Buffy.
no.
It was
movie.
the
Terrible.
movie Buffy the Vampire.
Did Josh Whedon do that?
He wrote it.
He wrote
He
it,
wrote
but
it.
that's
Did not
it. Yeah.
direct it.
So
I don't
terrible.
think so. Yeah, it wasn't.
The TV
very
show
good.
is amazing.
It's no Firefly.
Oh yeah, I loved it. Yeah.
I
So
know.
that's
It's no
the thing. I was like, I don't know if I can really consider myself.
Do you
the biggest
remember
fan,
when we
but
were
I've never
both
watched the
working
movie.
together, and there was the
box set.
The box set.
Yeah.
But there was a trivia contest, a Joss Whedon trivia contest at like some bar, and you came up to me like super psyched. Oh my god, but Jason! Oh my god, we gotta do this trivia contest, and I was like, huh? There's a Joss Whedon trivia contest. We need to do it because with me knowing Buffy and you knowing like Firefly and everything, we're gonna fucking win. And I was like, I'm not doing that.
He's a hater.
But we could have won.
We probably could have.
We probably could have nailed it.
What's funny?
We got Mike involved.
He said he wasn't
Does he
doing
even
that.
know anything about Joss Whedon?
Oh no!
Did you not hear my Firefly comment earlier?
I bought him a Firefly ornament for his birthday one year.
I
Yes, it
love
hangs on the tree
Firefly.
every year.
Mine
and
does too.
The fact that Jason it just shunned Josh Whedon trivia years ago, and yet I've gone.
I was in a bad place.
I'm gone with Jason to probably 3 of Josh Whedon's birthday celebrations at the Alamo Draft House.
It was a Serenity screening for charity.
Yes, but it coincided with his birthday.
Did it really?
It did.
Is
Oh,
that true?
nice.
I think that's a lie, but
It's not a lie.
I'm
it's-
just trying to controversy
we-
for the podcast.
We went
Stirring it up.
and we did it, and about the third year in a row we
Oh.
did it. We're like, yeah.
No, remember the third one? They had like a guy singing a song.
Well, they had a-
Kaylee, and it was like all rhyming with Kaylee, and we
Yeah.
were like, well, this is the last time I'm coming to this thing.
Yeah, they had a guy, just a guy and his guitar on the stage, and then this is what he said. He's like, okay, can y'all guess what episode this is from? And the first line was, I'm out of gas.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Let me guess what episode that's from.
Any of them?
Yeah.
No, not any of them. Oh my god.
So anyway, the movie we bought screening tickets to the like 8 p.m. screening. The goddamn movie didn't start till about 9:30.
Yes, and this is a
because
school
all
night.
the stuff. We had to work the
School
next
night.
day, and I was like, dude, I want to support charity. I love this movie.
Yes.
I'm not coming back.
No, we have not been since. I think
I don't
they
think
still
they've
do.
had one.
They
since.
may not
If they
have.
did, I probably would go again though, because I
Um,
don't work early mornings anymore. But
That makes one of us.
And I'm,
If it was a Friday
you
night,
had
we
your
could go.
normal people there that dressed up as, brown coats and
do you like early mornings?
Firefly characters.
It depends what my other option is.
We're done with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
we're done. He needs to make the TV show. Needs to come back to Netflix.
Yeah, please,
Bring
Netflix,
it back.
if you're listening.
Castle's canceled. There's nobody else is doing anything.
Please.
You said Castle's canceled? But Nathan Fillion's going to be in a different show, isn't he?
I have no idea.
Oh, no, David Barnett is. I can't believe I just got them.
We just need them to start.
Did Bones in too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He was worried about us getting off topic.
Oh no, I don't even remember what our topic
What was
is.
the first topic?
You lasted like
well,
3
I'm gonna,
No, I looked at it. It was 2 minutes in. We were already off topic.
I will bring us back to our topic, but before I do that,
We were like, we should
you-
write down some
We're
topics
gonna
in case we
focus,
don't get
guys.
off topic.
We're gonna
I was
focus.
like, you don't even have to worry about that, bro.
you just mentioned you wanted Netflix to bring back Firefly, which
yes.
would be great
Would be
because
amazing.
they're bringing back Dark Crystal.
Are they really?
Next year, they are bringing back Dark
I never
Crystal
saw that movie.
with the Henson Company. They are bringing back
Hey,
Dark Crystal.
it's not the Henson Company without Jim.
It's not, but it is. And
Disney's Disney without Disney.
but is it the same?
I don't know what that means.
Of course,
Is Star Wars
Well-
Star Wars without George Lucas?
it's
No,
well,
because J.J. Abrams fucking sucks.
well, I wouldn't say.
Well,
There's your answer
when
to
it comes to
that.
Star Wars. Anyway,
Anyway.
I never watched Lost, so I can't comment.
I
Dude,
never
the
watched
first
it
season was
either.
amazing.
Never watched it either.
and
Never
then
into it.
they literally just started thinking up crazy shit. Like, and
How
it was
many
still
se-
an enjoyable. I still watched the entire series, but the first season was great, and then it kind of went crazy.
I think one of the last shows I actually this will show as we have in previous podcasts. You'll show our age here. I think one of the last shows I actually watched on air as it aired back then. There was no DVR and that bullshit. It's not like they released season 9 and you could watch all 12 episodes in one weekend.
Right.
You had to wait every week. So whatever night this show was on, I think it was, I don't know. Anyway, the last show I remember watching actually on TV
Very descriptive.
and just Moonlighting. That was a long time ago.
I
We were in
don't,
like middle school when that shit
Moonlighting.
was
I was
out.
like, I don't even know what that is.
Because I'm not saying there wasn't other shows I
Moonlight
watched.
is like a
but
Bruce Willis show with Sybil Shepherd. And they were like, were they detectives? I never watched
it was a detective agency.
I
yeah.
watched Scarecrow and Mrs. King.
And I remember when Die Hard came out, I'm like, I can't believe
The guy from
Bruce Willis is going to be
That's
an
true.
action star. I'm like,
And a good one, too.
He's
Like,
like
that was
a
the best action movie of
comedian
those
kind of
three.
guy. And it was a great movie. Obviously,
movie.
you know that's
He's still making them.
He's still making them. They may be direct.
They're not good anymore, but he's
No,
still
direct
making
to
them.
DVD or Redbox now, but
They get a
anyway,
theatrical release for about a week.
There's nothing wrong with Redbox, okay?
there's nothing wrong with
I
Redbox.
love Redbox.
Except the thing that sucks about Redbox now in today's age, you actually have to go to fucking Redbox.
Yeah.
I mean,
But a lot of things are on Redbox that aren't on Netflix.
well, no, that's true.
That's because they're still kind of new releases.
That's true. You can get anything on anything new on Redbox. Netflix is kind of iffy, but
I don't use Redbox all that much.
I used to use it a lot.
I'm still in the middle. I'm like, my new thing now is we're still watching series on like Amazon Prime. and,
yeah, that's the way to do it.
we just finished one series, the first season of a series, and then that's all I got on that.
That's fine. I will get us back on topic.
Okay,
Yeah.
what was our
Back-
topic
back-
again?
back on
Speaking of
Bring
moonlighting,
us back,
yeah,
Mike.
speaking of moonlighting, you got Sybil Shepherd, Bruce Willis. Our topic was when you go out on the first date with someone.
Yes,
You remember this? This was our topic.
it's been years.
It's been a good 11 minutes. When
no
you
years since the first date.
well, that yes.
yes, 11 minutes since this podcast started.
I think it's been
and
a
our
while.
Topic began.
It has been a long while for two of us. When you go out,
three of us.
It's been a year for me.
Yeah, a year.
yeah, but
It's a long time, man.
Yeah, but-
in lesbian years, that's like 5 years.
but
All
for
right.
us, I'd be.
Speaking of which, you know who wished me a happy birthday this morning? Jim.
Oh yeah, it's Jason's
wow.
birthday,
Okay,
everybody.
Jim
okay, yes.
sent me a text at 4:30 this morning. Said, "Happy birthday, bitch."
Wow.
Yeah, blast from the past.
Jim, the
He's a gay guy we used to work with at Restoration.
oh okay. I
Hardware.
was like, wait, who?
It is Jason's birthday during this
tomorrow. It will
tomorrow,
probably be by the
tomorrow.
time we get to the topic.
It'll be very belated birthday by the time.
yeah, by the
Yes.
time you hear this, I'll be 44.
Yeah, but this is what's happening now as we're recording.
I'm 40.
this.
We're gonna be 43, but I'll be 44 by the time you listen to this.
Probably.
Yeah, he'll
Yes.
be 43 in a number of hours.
Number of hours. What time is it? 9. 3 hours from now, Central Time, I will be 43 years old.
43. Wow.
43.
Wow. You know what? Let's take a drink to that. That's because
Toast my
let's
old ass.
toast happy birthday, and
Here's to your
Damn.
back, sir.
that's a good point.
One for my third spinal column. Nisha almost spit her beer out. We didn't get her to do it this
That was
time.
whiskey. Don't make me.
Oh, sorry.
whiskey. We
Don't
brought.
Don't waste
You
that.
ruined that.
You know how much that cost?
No, did you
It
buy
was
it?
free.
Yeah, exactly.
As I said earlier, from the overwhelming response of our first 3
Some
podcasts,
tequila?
we're raising the bar. So we're not just raising the
tequila's
bar. We're also bringing some better liquor
She
They-
is.
to the podcast.
they-
Well, she is.
She's
They
classing
forced
up
it
the
on
joint. Nisha is classing up the
Yeah,
They forced it
she
on
can
me.
handle it. I wouldn't make
God
it through
forced
this
that on
with
you.
that.
How dare you? I don't force anything on you. Except my love.
You did bring it in here when she didn't really ask.
No, she did ask for it.
Well-
She said, remember, she's like, this much and this much ice.
She said a splash. That's half a glass.
No,
right
that's
there.
because all the ice
That's,
is. This thing was
yeah.
full of ice.
Yeah. He was
You know
right.
what? No more
And
peanut
she,
butter cups for you.
you're an enabler, and she's making an excuse. So
She has been working hard
We're
getting
two
this
peas.
podcast
she has
up
been
and
working
running.
hard. There's been more Java
She is the brains
downloads.
behind the operation.
She is definitely the brain. Well,
You know what?
she does it
A
in real
toast to Nisha.
a toast.
She deserves it. She's
we're
the
just-
brains and the beauty
we're
of the
just-
operation.
Thank you,
We're
guys.
the old
Thank
people.
you, guys.
We are just going to toast everything tonight because of the overwhelming support and success of the first 3 podcasts and the success we've had with it, and we're just going to celebrate us tonight.
Yeah.
We're going to
It's all-
celebrate
you know,
us.
It's all the love we feel from you, the listener.
Yes.
That makes it all
And
worthwhile.
continue to send in those great comments.
Yes.
And,
Keep leaving
and like
comments.
us. There
Yes.
is more room for more likes on the Facebook
There's never
page.
too many likes,
No.
but we have enough love for all of you.
we
Like away, and we will love away.
Jay and I are married, so we have more than enough love for y'all. Niche has love for y'all. There's just a lot of love in this room.
Yes. It's a good time to take a swig.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway,
Back on-
to the
Back on
topic.
topic. We
All right,
seem to
so-
have trademark got off topic.
Trademark.
Patent pending.
Again, we've done that.
I don't know if that's
That's
right.
okay. As I said before, we're going to try and get through 1, maybe 2 topics. We'll see what happens.
It'll end up being like 6, but we'll try to get through 2.
Yeah, 6 good ones.
She's
Oh,
already
like
put her head in her,
15.
in her hand.
We're gonna go through 15 topics before we go through.
We got 3 hours till 43.
two
Let's
that
just
we-
record away.
All right.
All right,
I got
well,
a topic.
so that's the topic. When you go out with someone for the first time,
Yes.
what do you expect then, and when do you expect more, or what are you expecting, and when do you think it'll happen? You know, for guys, I think, you know, I'll ask Jason first what he may expect the first time and what he's expecting after that. We're going to go back in time to kind of,
Yes.
you know, do the whole, you know, try and put
really
ourselves in that place again. But
It really depends. I mean, honestly, it really depends. I mean, on the woman, because, you know, the guys, obviously, you know, first date, he'd be willing to go. Unless she's a crack whore. And then you gotta wait till the 3rd date.
that's not the first time crack whores have been brought up on this show.
No,
In a previous podcast.
You gotta go back and listen closely.
Yes, I was asked how many crack whores I had dated in the past.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And
I mean, of course.
I said none that I knew of.
Yes. Well, if you are a crack whore who dated Mike, please leave a post and an
Please leave
Instagram picture of
a
your
comment.
toothless smile.
And
And your illegitimate child.
Yeah,
And don't forget to post your children of Mike on Instagram. Nisha will be setting up an Instagram because clearly Mike cannot be trusted because he's afraid of the paternity suits.
I know I had mentioned setting
I'll
up
do it right
one,
now.
She is going
Yeah.
to do it while I tell you my story.
and I have not set that up yet. I apologize. The Facebook
No,
is
it's-
up and running.
It is going to be set up as we speak by Super Foxy Nisha.
We are doing some on-the-fly social media setting up. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
Our Facebook page has been in effect for a couple good months now. We have many likes and many comments, obviously because of all the podcast love.
And while we don't have a lot of pictures on there, we're going to be uploading pictures, and you're going to get to know us. You know, you want to see us, right? And they have to. You know, that was one of the main comments I got from reading all the Facebook posts was like, we gotta meet you people. We need to see who you are. We want you to get out there. And in future podcasts, we do plan on taking the show on the road. Now, unless you're in the Austin area, I don't know how you're going to see us, but that's our plan in the future. So we will be on the road recording out there.
Yes.
And we will post all that.
Hey guys, we have an Instagram page
We are on Instagram now.
What's our handle?
at Got Off Topic.
You just witnessed social media at its finest. We set this up while recording a podcast.
Right.
Got off topic. Do I have access to that? Because as much as I talked about...
Mike,
Mike, we've given
You gotta-
I know that, but you
information
said I'm not an
for
administrator.
all of these.
you are not going to once look at that Instagram page. Don't even
Are
pretend
you
like
crazy?
you're going
I
to look
am
at
going
that.
to post to that. Listen, though. I asked you about Facebook.
Yes, you
I
asked
asked
about
you.
it.
No, I asked you about Facebook,
Yes.
and you said the only way you can do anything on that page is you got to have your own Facebook page.
Yes, that's
and
true.
you know how I don't have that.
You can set up a Facebook page that nobody can see, though, just to look at the Got Off Topic page.
But I'm part of this team, and we have a Facebook page and now an Instagram
that you
page.
could post stuff on.
I can post,
And-
but
and-
can I can't just log on to our page?
No,
That's not
you have
how-
to be made an administrator.
Yeah.
Well,
of
we
the
can't
Facebook-
have 3 administrators.
You can, but you have to have a
you have to have
Facebook
a
page
page.
to be made an
Holy
administrator.
shit, really?
Yes.
You know what?
Do you want me to make you a Facebook
No.
page?
You know what? Do it.
We're
Let's do
doing it. We're
Let's
doing
do
it.
it.
There's
You know
no-
what? You know what? I just don't know how this is going to go, though, because I'm going to have so many kids now.
You're so stupid.
I don't even. Oh my
You're so
god! I can't
stupid.
believe we're doing this. Wow. So now, though,
Hold on real quick. I'm actually blinking on your last name because I
Here,
always have
well,
your name
you
as
know, we're gonna.
Blonsky.
Well,
That's his email address.
oh man.
Mike has a Facebook page.
My world
Oh,
has just
my
opened
God.
up. I'm going to be stalking more people now.
This is
and I'm
back,
gonna-
and we're recording again.
Oh, we're back.
But
So-
you have to go confirm it. On
Okay,
your,
I'll
on
get.
your
I
email.
got my phone right here, and this
See,
is
he's
the.
always wanted a Facebook. He
This
just won't
is-
admit it.
This is the latest and greatest iPhone 6. So I will.
I think on like iPhone 8 or something.
It's the latest and greatest to me.
Oh.
So when I get this confirmation, this magic. Oh, there it is.
So now you can find people and invite them.
Confirm your account. Boom. I can now post,
You can now
on
post
the
on the
Got Off
Facebook
Topic
page.
page. I can also post on the Bruce Jablonski
You can
page.
also post on the Bruce Jablonski.
There it is, Bruce Jablonski. Welcome back, Bruce. I'm back.
Bruce is back.
I'm Bruce Jablonski.
Bruce Jablonski.
Leave me a comment. If you don't want to use the Got Off Topic page, come to me, Bruce Jablonski. All right, so getting back to our topic.
What was our topic, Mike?
When you go out with somebody for the first time,
Yes.
Please, I'm sorry, listeners, if I've said this a number of times trying to get us back on topic, I
remember
apologize.
where we left off. You left the question in my hands, and then we got off topic.
I can't remember the last
Cheers
time
to being back on topic, guys.
Cheers
Yes,
to being
cheers.
back on topic, my
and
boo.
I can't remember the last time I actually left something in your hand.
It's
But
been many years.
But it is your birthday,
it is my
so
birthday.
Happy birthday.
we'll see what happens later.
Okay.
You might be you're probably going to be leaving something in my hand. Anyway, speaking of that,
Yes.
when you
Yes. You can have these again.
oh, thank you. I get little
Peanut butter
treats,
For getting back on topic.
Back on topic. So when you go out for the first time, what do you expect? What are you hoping for? When do you expect it? First time, second time? What are you thinking? We're gonna start this one with Nisha.
I thought we were starting with Jason.
Well, we can start with Jason. Hey,
You want me to start?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So what I expect from Nisha on
On our second
yes, I'd
our
like to
second
hear
date.
this.
Yes. It really depends on the girl, like who you're going out with. Like I feel like you can get a pretty good vibe pretty early on, whether it's gonna go somewhere in terms of relationship or if it's just like, you're just gonna have some fun and nothing really is gonna come of it. As pretty much every my relationship before his
That's
wife.
all hearsay.
Yeah, I heard all about
Just
it.
don't look at the comments on Facebook.
I heard say all about it. Like,
see, that-
I guess a better question is like I've gone on a first date and I've had sex on my first date. I've gone on a first date with somebody and then we had sex on the second date, and then I went on a date with somebody and they made me wait a couple months.
No, there's no second or third date after that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking.
Or
I
you
feel like
marry
that's
them.
the one.
well, yeah, I guess that's possible, but
Yes.
yeah, maybe it's
Yeah,
not
it's
possible
called
too.
morals. Something I'm still learning about.
Now, you brought up earlier some what might have been some of my previous situations. I don't know if you could really. That's not really the same topic because some of those situations weren't really. I wouldn't say dating and expecting. They may have just been what it was
Well, we
based
hope
upon.
they weren't expecting after you were dating.
Well,
If they were,
no, yeah, let's
leave a
hope
picture
not.
on the Instagram page.
Yeah, as I don't know what podcast, maybe our second podcast, we had brought up the scenario of somebody coming to your door saying you're your parent. We're not going to go back to another topic. We can't even finish this topic, so we're not going to go back to a past topic.
Trademark
just-
got off topic again.
Yeah, just revisit the second podcast. It's one of our more popular ones according to Facebook. All right, so
Nisha.
What was the question?
the question is actually our topic.
Wow.
Our topic.
Leave a comment below.
I was texting.
Oh, she was texting.
Whoa, were you texting somebody you were dating?
I was texting.
Can we put a sound in there where that silence was?
Yeah. Dun, dun, dun.
Crickets?
Crickets.
Uh,
Yes, go ahead.
How long before I expect something?
Yes.
It depends
Okay.
on a lot of things. It depends on how I'm feeling. It depends on how the first date goes. It depends on how the second date goes. It depends on if I like the person. You just you have to feel it out.
So basically, not the first date.
Not.
You're not dating
well-
somebody on the first
No, I don't. No.
date. Not the second date.
Depends on where things go, but no, not necessarily.
Have you ever had sex on a first date?
No.
Second date?
We talked about this earlier. I suck at remembering timelines.
Oh,
I don't.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm
Now
going
we
to
have a
say
microphone in
no.
front of us.
I'm going to say no.
The listeners were not involved in our previous conversation.
I know.
That's
I know.
true.
I'm going to say no. I don't think I've had sex on a second date. It might have been more like a third, but I don't remember timelines.
Have either of you guys, I don't know the answer to from Mike,
Yeah,
have
hearsay.
you ever intentionally liked somebody and intentionally taken it slow because you didn't want to rush into things and it being all about the sex?
No.
I know Mike's already a no. We don't have to go any further.
No.
So I don't get to contribute to this topic?
No, go ahead. Do you have something to add to that?
I do have something to add to this topic.
go
I mean,
ahead.
we're
Please
the three of us, right?
Enlighten the
Just
listeners.
because
I feel like he gets hurt because he asked the questions and we never.
Yeah, just because I asked the question now I don't get to answer the question.
No,
wants to
I would
answer the
love to
question.
hear the answer to you on this from you on this. Please, enlighten our listeners.
No, I'm not gonna dance around the topic. I'm not gonna dance around the question. You know,
Don't dance.
We're both
okay,
white.
and
I don't like dancing. Don't
the
dance.
new word we have
answer.
that we've coined on this podcast that you've heard in previous podcasts is the word preface. So we're going to preface this.
It's true.
With
And whilst
I'm going to preface this with the notion that this was years and years
Jason's
ago
dying.
in another life for me. So when I talk about
the year was 1998.
when I talk about this, it was a long time ago. Whenever I went on a first date with somebody, what was I expecting? When did I want it? I wanted it on date one. Obviously, we're men. We not while we don't really maybe not expect it.
Yes.
Of course, we want it. We want it on the first date.
Exactly.
And if it doesn't happen, we want something, a nugget of hope, sending us home on that first date that says, maybe the second date it's going to happen. And if we didn't get that, then they probably didn't even get a phone call back for a second date.
It's funny you say that because I went on a first date with somebody who she's a very attractive woman. She's very nice. And I had gotten set up by somebody with her. And we went on a first date. And she asked me about my previous relationship. And so, I'm not somebody that, hides stuff.
Yeah.
I'm an open book. I was like, we blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. I think that's trademarked by Seinfeld. And then, so then she, I heard from the person that set us up, why did you bring up your ex on the date? She was like, oh, he talked about his ex-girlfriend and all this stuff. And I was like, she asked me about it. What was I supposed to do? She's like, we just blow it off. I was like, no, that's just not my style. So I knew then that we weren't meant to be.
It is a little strange.
Why would you? Unless she was already, not into me and looking for a reason to blow it off. But I mean, come on.
Possibly. Did this person you were trying to date at the time know the person she was asking about?
No, she did not.
Okay, well that's even
It
stranger.
was just weird. She's a nice person. She's married now with a kid, I believe. So more power to you. This is all gonna edit out, but
kind of staying on this topic, I'm going to veer off a little bit.
veer away. My friend.
If would you say you had you used to date someone or a significant other from the past, one of their friends, or maybe an ex-significant other of theirs?
Would I date one of my ex's friends?
Yes. Or,
Does the ex
yada,
still
yada,
live in
yada.
town?
I would not, because, and you know this, I had an ex who we had a mutual friend, and
Yes.
we broke up, and she started immediately basically dating that person that we were friends with, and I found out that she had been talking to him about the breakup before she even broke up with me,
Yeah.
or separated as it were, which was basically a breakup, as you. So no, I would not do that to a friend of mine because I know what it's like to be on the other side of that.
I have not been in that situation. You know what, Nisha? What do you say about that? Have you been in a situation where you were with somebody? It may not have worked out, or it was kind of going in another direction, but they had a friend or someone you knew by them, but you were interested in that person,
No.
or maybe that
I
person
haven't,
ended up
thankfully, because-
maybe being interested in you.
No, I haven't been in that situation, thankfully, because I think it would be a really difficult situation. It would be easier if the ex didn't live in town, but if the ex lived in town still, it would be horrible.
So if the ex moved away and you were hanging out with the other person, you hit it all, something.
It would be a
some
different story
chemistry
because you don't
happened.
have the chance of running into this person, and it's like you're all three mutual friends and then running
Right.
into that person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
So it'd be a little bit easier if they weren't even around. But
yeah.
it's a tricky situation.
See, you know, in my situation, like, I know what it's like to be the guy on the outside trying to weasel your way in and be the supportive friend or whatever, knowing all the while you're going to feed some of the information so that you can get in there. Not that I've done that, but I know the type. So I would not do that. Have you ever slept with a married person, Nisha?
Oh, there's now we're getting.
Are we on topic
wow.
number 2?
This
No,
is
no, no.
this
This
is
is
not.
not
This
topic
is all
number
kind
two.
of stems.
Mike
from the
is
first
delegating the topics, the main topics, and I am just leading us on our way to the next one.
And I think this
Have
is
you ever
this is a
slept
good
with somebody
topic.
that was married,
I have not.
Mike?
I have.
I'm not talking
And-
about
and
your
it's
wife.
not my wife.
Okay, I have too, and it was not my wife. Somebody I worked with. And was it somebody you worked with?
Someone I worked with, yeah.
Same person?
Not.
No, it was not.
It's funny you say that.
It was not the same person. That almost happened.
Not the same person that time.
That almost happened. But no.
Yes, this was referenced in a previous podcast, so it's not a surprise or a shock
I
to
might
our
have
listeners.
edited that out.
Well,
I don't
surprise if it wasn't in a previous podcast.
Guess
anyway.
what, everybody?
Anyway, no, I think you left one in a podcast where we
probably
were
did.
kind of closer than brothers. I think that was left in a podcast.
I was talking about the love we felt for each other.
Okay,
but
so how did that come about?
You talking about the night in question?
Not that night in question.
Oh.
That is for a whole other podcast.
Oh, okay.
Probably even different usernames and a different
Yes.
show title and everything.
Yes, Bruce.
No, the
Oh, you're talking about the married woman?
yes. How
Okay.
I mean, because I'm sure we got listeners out there that are wondering, how can I do this? How can I be involved in this? How
Step
can this
one.
happen to me?
Step one.
I'm going to get out of
Be a
this
very
conversation.
sleazy person with no morals at the time. Step 2, find a married woman.
Or the married person is the sleazy person.
No,
That doesn't make you the
She
person.
really wasn't. She wasn't. She was.
Well, yeah, that's true, but
Yes.
it's
So we both worked together, and she was very unhappy, and as you know, I was very unhappy, and we just kind of started hanging out with a group of friends, and then that group of friends became like we would just kind of go out and hang out and get drinks and stuff, and then the next thing you know, we were out one night with some friends, and those friends went to bed, and then stuff happens, and
it happens.
I will say, the first time that ever happened, I was in utter shock that I had slept with a married person.
Yes,
and I was like, I cannot believe that I just did this. It wore off, but
yeah, it wears off. For me, I was not in another relationship, so I was free. And she, obviously being married, she was having the same scenario, not very happy at home. We worked together, so you're at work 8, 9, 10 hours a day.
Mike's a hard worker.
A very hard worker, especially on this podcast.
Yeah,
As I told you in podcast
He's
3,
the heart and soul
I
of
am
this
the
podcast.
talent.
the talent.
So-
And we, me and Nisha are the workers.
No, I'm not saying my
We're production.
8, 9, 10 hours
yes.
does not compare to their, say, 24 hours of post work.
Can I just say how much of a joy it is to hear Mike's voice every night after the podcast, editing it. It is truly one of the true gifts in life.
Thank you, and we hope
You're welcome.
If only you could see those dimples with it.
and we hope. I haven't even taken
If
my
I could
shirt
take
off.
a picture of you without your shirt up there, to edit you.
And thank you,
Yes.
thank you. That means a lot.
That goes for you too, Nisha.
Yes, please. If we could all take our shirts off,
Just put
I
us-
think this show.
Picture of all the
Show
shirts
us
on the wall.
computer.
Cover
Yeah.
up all these pictures of my wife and her family and
Yes,
us.
and
Yeah, those
that
need
will
to be
be
there.
posted
Those
on
need to
our
be there.
on our
That's
new
my editing.
Instagram page. That will be
Yes,
our.
our new Instagram page, which Nisha set up.
Which-
If you go back to podcast number 1, Mike was going to set up an Instagram page.
Well,
finally Nisha snapped. Couldn't
with-
take it anymore because we know the listeners want to see the Instagram pictures that we post,
It was set
Which
up
are still zero.
on air.
which is still 0,
And-
but that's not important
And
right
I'm
now.
gonna get back around and say I apologize for not setting that up, but it's the weeks of show prep that I've been doing.
That is a good. I will give Mike credit.
Okay.
He's the only one giving topics currently.
Giving topics, giving
Mostly
ideas.
because I'm so head deep in Mike's voice in my ear.
I will say, yes, they are deep, average deep.
Yes,
average deep.
Yes, there's nothing above average here.
No, nothing above average here. This is just average.
Except for
and again,
Nisha.
we can't say what race we are, what nationality we
These
are,
aren't average, Dave.
but we are average.
I
Okay,
said above average.
Your work ethic with this podcast is above average. The tools you have to do it with, average. But the work they put into this, I'm just a small portion of it. Y'all make this all happen.
Okay,
I
now
do
that we're done
contribute.
jerking each other off.
It's your birthday. We should have it's all you.
I have
Happy
another
birthday,
question.
Jason.
Oh, another
There we go.
cheers!
Oh,
Cheers!
yes.
Yes, thank you.
Have either of you two? Well, obviously I know the answer with Nisha. Have you ever thought about proposing to a previous person you were in a relationship with?
Proposing currently?
No,
Or
no.
Like, no.
Yes. Have you ever thought, like, fuck, man, if I could go back in time, would my wife get mad if I got engaged to
Okay,
Samantha?
so you're
At the
asking.
same time.
You're asking in a past
Like,
relationship.
were you ever in a relationship prior where you thought this is the one, and it didn't work out? Luckily for you, because you have a wife and a beautiful daughter.
Yes, in a previous relationship, I had proposed.
No shit.
I was engaged. Yes, in
You
a
were
previous
engaged?
relationship. Yes,
Really?
yes, and I was young though.
Yes.
And
Well, we're
yeah,
young now.
yeah,
In our minds.
in our minds, yes. If we could just get that down to our pants, that would help me at home. But anyway, I get off topic again. That's another topic. We'll bring that up when we have
That's the next topic.
Well, yeah,
Mike's erection.
Oh boy. And speaking of average,
Don't sell yourself short, buddy.
well, it is what it is.
I like the honesty, but I feel like you're being
I am an
honest.
open and honest. Anyway,
That's true. You've never.
let's get back to it. I was engaged at one time.
Yes.
And being young, and as the engagement
What year?
went on,
How old were you when this happened? Set the stage. You
set
were-
the stage. Let's see. Let's going back. What's
They
the?
should turn off the podcast. Go ahead.
No. Every
Does she know about this?
everything's known. Yeah. Oh yeah. I've
Okay.
hidden nothing.
That's good.
I've hidden nothing, which is surprisingly how I still got married, by not hiding anything.
I am the same way. I have told.
Yes,
my wife
and we're
everything,
both
and she's
married
Still
now.
married to me.
I don't know how we found those two wonderful
I
women.
tell you what, man.
But,
damn,
damn.
you're exactly right. I
Um,
thank my lucky freaking stars.
Yes, every
that
day.
this woman puts up with me.
Yes. Okay, set the stage. This was probably, I was probably 21, 22.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it was young.
It was a while ago.
It was
That's 20
it was
years
a while
ago.
ago. Yes. And then
Quite young.
Yes, it is.
we had a good
By your standards,
we had a good
yeah.
relationship. Everything went well, and kind of one of those things. I think the engagement on my part was not as much. Oh, this is the one for me, and this is what I want to do. It was more like, okay, well, we've been dating for a couple of years now. It's kind of what
Right.
I'm supposed to do.
I think a lot of people do that. That's why.
Yes, especially when you're in your early 20s.
Yeah, I think that's why so many divorces happen, because people are like, "Well, this is what you're supposed to do after so many times."
That's why you should outlaw divorces.
Yes, yes. Well, if that had happened, then
No.
Nisha, your parents and my parents would still be married. Because in a previous podcast we mentioned, divorces.
Mine are
I guess. Yeah.
technically, legally still married.
Oh, legally still married. Okay.
Burn.
Oh, maybe.
No, it's just because
They're swingers because her dad has a girlfriend.
Oh boy.
I'm not going to go into reasons right now.
I think we
There are
discussed.
So
it.
we-
reasons.
we're-
Yeah, I
I-
understand.
And I want to stop you there because you're getting me off the topic.
Yeah, we don't
Sorry
like to
about
get
that.
off topic here.
So as I was engaged, as time went on, I realized, man, do I really want to do this? But, as most people, they feel stuck in it and they just go through with it, especially when
Right.
you have things planned. We had not had things planned yet, though, like a wedding or
Right.
anything like that. So it's just something I was like, this is just not... I was still young. I had a lot of life I wanted to live. I wanted to go out. I wanted to
Hopefully
meet
we
people.
still
I wanted to do that. Well,
not
yeah.
the meeting people. That's done.
So that's what I did. I ended it, and it ended up being...
You ended it.
I ended it, yeah.
You broke off the engagement.
Yes.
Was she devastated?
Yes.
Did you ever try to reconcile?
No.
You just
Once it was done, it was done. There was no more
that's
relationship.
Probably the best.
There was nothing. It's not
Have
like
you ever been in a relationship where you've broken up and gotten back together or broken up? Because I did that once and it was like the worst.
my marriage.
Okay, well, that probably worked out for the best.
Well, yeah. Well, you know what that was?
Not all situations are the same.
As our listeners know from a previous podcast, Jason had mentioned a lot of my previous relationships would end after a certain amount of time. You know, I'd kind of
Did I mention that?
You did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you did.
Yes.
But, you know, like you had mentioned in a previous podcast, I kind of got, you know, after a year and a half, 2 years, I kind of like, okay, time to move on. And I was kind of dealing with that.
This was with your wife.
Yes, kind of dealing with that. And
I got off topic myself there.
And I was ready. It was like, man, maybe I shouldn't do this. And she, I have to give it to her. She fought hard.
Well, you're quite a man,
for me
right?
to not do that, you know. And I was like, I finally came around. I'm like, well, shit, maybe I shouldn't do this. And at the same time, my parents were going through a divorce.
Oh yeah.
So it was having two effects on me. It was having an effect of like, well, fuck, people don't stay married, so why am I even bothering with a relationship? But at the same time, I started turning like, well, maybe I want this to work out and show people how it can work. And that's kind of what ended up happening. And she was real supportive of me going through that process with my parents, and we are where we are today, and that's it.
Right.
So, yeah, I think you can go through those bumps like that.
Right.
But in my past, when I was younger, when that happened, it was pretty much over.
Right. Whereas I was the opposite. I would like hang on to stuff like it was
Yes.
like nothing. Like, you know, pretty much every relationship I was in before I ended up with my wife was we would break up, and then I would like we'd break it for a little while, and then I'd weasel my way back in, and we'd get back together, and then I'd be like, oh, this is why we broke up. This is a dysfunction. We'd break up, and I'd be like, man, I'm bored. Weasel my way back in. This is comfortable and annoying. You know, it's just it is what it is.
That's the thing. It's comfortable. A lot of people have
The
problems
comfort is
getting out of a relationship because it's comfortable.
Yes, completely. That's why I was in a certain relationship for as long as I was.
Yes.
It was just very comfortable, and we had life and the situation. And
That's why you have drunk texting and you have this and that, because it's comfortable. You know that person.
Mike, I drunk text you because I love you.
Well, thank you. And
And you too, Nisha.
Oh,
and I
Yes.
I don't get drunk anymore.
It's true. She does have the highest tolerance out of all of us. It's very impressive.
She does. She weighs about a
She's
third
dressed
of us.
like she's
and
dressed like Mon Mothma from Return of the Jedi.
I'm
yes.
cold.
I understand.
It's cold in here.
So
Throughout various podcasts, we might
you were engaged before.
Yes.
I've never been engaged.
Well, it has only been legal for
That
How many years?
doesn't mean people weren't getting quote unquote married.
in
Before.
Texas. You could have gone to Massachusetts or Hawaii.
Well, no, just in general.
you should get
people
married
have,
in fucking Hawaii, and then we will go to your wedding, and we'll do a podcast.
Is that the
Podcast
only
from
way y'all would go to
Hawaii.
my
No,
wedding?
I'm
No.
going anywhere, but
Oh.
I'm saying, fucking Hawaii. I love
You know
Hawaii.
what?
Get
Have
fucking married on Maui.
the
Or
wedding.
the Big Island. It's very nice.
Have the wedding
The
where you
big
want to
one.
have it.
Thank you, Mike.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
It doesn't
I'm just
have
trying
to
to say
be
a tropical
Hawaii.
fee might be good.
You know.
Man, shut up.
I would love to go to Hawaii. Okay.
Yeah, I was
I'm
trying to
looking out
say,
for her.
you're
She's
like,
trying to pay for a wedding. You know,
Well,
but
I'm not
she's
trying
not
to,
even
apparently.
has
Who are you getting
anybody
married to,
to. Yeah.
Exactly. No one.
Well, you're still young.
What is going on
you know,
now?
I think we had mentioned also on a previous podcast that, you know, it hit me around 30-ish where I wanted to kind of start settling down.
That's a good question. It hit us around 30th. You are now, what,
30.
3 weeks into 30?
30-ish.
3 weeks into 30. Do you feel any
Almost a month
Oh,
into 30.
yes, okay. Technically, that's true. I apologize.
Closer to 3 weeks, I guess. Continue.
So, thank
You're on your way to
you.
31.
Do you need more specific?
Not right now.
Do you feel any different? When now that you're in your 30s for a couple weeks? Do you
I
feel
mean,
like,
I've been really tired for this first month,
well,
but
that's probably what it is. Your 30th.
yeah.
Do you feel like, man, I'm 30, I'm working at KI, or whatever you're working, working at a TV station? What do you see it? Like
People
when
already
I
know
turned-
Nisha's
I guess what I'm
income.
getting at is when I turned 30, it didn't really hit me that I had done nothing with my life. When I turned, I'm not saying you've done nothing.
I
with
felt
it.
like
When
I
turned
hit
31,
the I've
that's
done
when
nothing
I
with my
fucking
life
hit
for like
it. Like when I turned
25.
31, I remember this because of my 30th birthday. Mike got so shit faced that he was passed out in my backyard by like 10 p.m.
Mhm.
And then on my
Yep.
31st birthday, we got a keg. Remember that? We got
Was
a
that
keg.
31?
That was my 31st birthday, and we were like, we got a keg of Dos Equis at like 3 p.m. And we were like, fuck this shit. We're gonna float this bitch. And by like 9 p.m., I was passed out on my front porch because I had drank. I had literally been pounding beers for however many hours that is. That's a lot of hours that I can't count. But I woke up the next day, and I was like, fuck, I'm 31, and like. I really took stock of my life, and I was like, "What the fuck do I have to show for myself?" Like,
what's funny is that particular.
I still say that, but it started at 31. It's really what I'm trying to say.
That's when it started.
Yeah, I'm 42 now for a couple more hours.
That party you're talking about, where you turned 31, because I'm only a few months behind.
Yes, this is the coming out party of Mike and Stacia.
Yeah, that was the night. One of my early nights with my wife.
How did you meet your wife?
Work.
But, I mean, yes.
Well, yes,
I was working there. I understand that.
He worked, yes.
How did you guys go out?
Well, in just talking at work and getting to know each other and kind of getting friendly at work, and then it just kind of one thing led to another, like, oh, you want to go out or you want to go out? It kind of starts innocent, like, you want to have lunch? Do you want to do this or that? And then it kind of goes from there, and you kind of know if they're interested or not. And I figured she was, like, obviously, and vice versa, and we went from there.
You see what Mike's doing here? He's what we call skirting the topic.
What are you asking me?
At what point?
I feel like he answered the.
I did. You asked me how. You asked me how we started going out.
If he didn't answer the question, I don't know what the question was.
Okay. Let me eat the Reese's Pieces.
My Scooby snacks.
Maybe this will change your mind, Mike.
No, it doesn't. It does not change. It does not change historical facts. What? You asked me. It is.
Good thing I did an app workout because I'm laughing out up.
Oh god.
Oh my god. Oh yeah. So ask me. I guess maybe ask me something different.
You answered my question. Can you
rephrase the question?
At least two of us think I did.
Okay. Do you object to what I just said? Let me rephrase.
I mean,
what did you just say?
I don't know if I can object to the.
You look like a judge.
To the truth. I mean, what do you ask?
Okay, so you guys went out.
Yes.
How long? How many dates? Like, you went out at lunch and it just evolved.
Yes, it just evolved, and then we would go. Maybe we'd see each other in the evening or on a work night, or go have dinner or something, or
dinner.
That's how things progress.
How did that happen?
Oh my god!
How many details do you need?
Because you guys work together.
We did work together.
You work together.
Yes.
How long? I guess because you guys were kind of at my 31st birthday, kind of like I would say an out couple.
Well, I mean,
but you guys were more than just holding hands.
Oh yeah. But I mean, we kind of kept it on the low key around work people, right? Obviously, for obvious reasons.
I guess basically I guess the good question is, why didn't you trust me?
Oh, jeez.
I'm just kidding. That wasn't really the question.
Yeah, Mike.
What the fuck?
Why didn't you?
What do you mean? You knew we were.
No, I was high on my bed, and I opened the blinds, and y'all were making out on my balcony.
So you didn't know that? I thought you knew that.
No, I didn't know. You kept it from me. What else are you keeping from me, Mike?
Well,
this is
this is a good topic. Oh boy,
this is not on our topic list. Oh boy,
that means he's hiding things.
Well, no. I don't recall that you did not know about that.
Okay,
I thought you did. I thought you knew about that.
Here's a good. Okay.
Oh boy,
I'm really just fucking with you right now. Here's a good question.
This is Jay's birthday. He can do what he wants.
Question. Did you treat your wife different than you treated other women that you dated? Or did it start off the same, like you're just trying to get some action, but then over time, it grew into...
I'd say... Boy, you put me in the spot here.
No, I mean, you can lie.
I'm not going to lie. I think we all know. I'm not going to lie. I'll tell you.
Yeah, I believe you will.
I will.
I believe you. Good talk.
As we started dating after I was 30, and I had already kind of had that kind of, oh shit, I need to look at things a little differently, maybe settle down or treat things differently. Did I want a lot of that stuff from her? Absolutely, that I did from previous relationships and people I was starting to go out with. Did I go about it a little differently and maybe look at it a little differently and wanted to take it maybe a little step back? Yeah, that was a little different.
So there, what you just said, that's my question. How far into it did you say, hey, I need to take this a little bit differently? Or was it from the beginning?
From the beginning.
From the beginning.
Yeah, because again, once I turned 30 and started looking at things a little differently and realizing, shit, something needs to change here. Then from that point on,
right. That was the gist of what I was getting at. It may not have been the most eloquent.
No, I think I was attacked.
It was
and please comment if you think he attacked me and I need support here.
Like Jason was definitely targeting me.
Oh, he was targeting me, much like you were targeted, I think, in a previous podcast.
You want me to turn it onto Nisha here?
No, because we're going to turn it on you in podcast number 5. So stay tuned.
Yeah.
We are going to turn the table here.
Yes. So we've covered one topic.
We got one topic out of the way, but I think we found out a bunch of stuff about things.
I think we learned something today.
We have.
Yes. I'm going to be a better person when I'm 43. Hey everybody, thanks for listening.
Hopefully we didn't offend.
But we probably did. Follow us on Facebook
and Instagram.
This was
Got Off Topic.
Hey,
Oops.